A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen now on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a quick throw incomplete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. For him to go, a nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The kick here is complete. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
A gain of
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Inside the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now after the sack on 1st down, they didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. His throw incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's out right at the 25. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown two interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one. He's going deep for Brown. And going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And nearly picked off there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Dancing to his left, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the end zone. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
This will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane seam that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And a turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
The 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And from the right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Watson on 1st down. And he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st down, Arizona.
Again, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26.
A gain of 12. And a Cardinal 1st down.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To number 45.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
On first down, it's Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. From the gun, Watson. Right side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson is going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Operating from the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
The Vikings.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On their own 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the first down and moves past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second and goal, Allen escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Watson's going to throw it here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And they work this out past the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the Cardinal.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there over, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the two-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Allen off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And these guys will take over at the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. After the interception, here's Watson. The hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or Two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Watson. Now Watson throws another interception. Kevin King with a pick. 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Vikings 27.
So they tried to tack on two more.